Good morning to everyone. Myself, Sridhar, from St. Peter's Engineering College, Assistant Professor, Department of Management. Today we are going to discuss with the topic of financial accounting. So this financial accounting, so wherever you go, the financial accounting is important for everyone in banking sector or management sector or institutions sector. So this is an important topic and interesting topic also. So financial accounting is nothing but is the art of recording and summarizing of all those money transactions it kept in a particular book. So now this topic we are going to discuss in the classroom session. So thank you.
Now, continue the class. Today we are going to discuss with the topic of financial accounting. So I would like to speak something about in front of you financial accounting information. So wherever you go, something like that, we are talking about financial accounting and what is financial accounting and what is finance and what is accounting. So what are the benefits they are having and how to utilize the financial accounting in banking sector, distribution sector or the organization sector. Now I would like to speak something about the financial accounting. This financial accounting is utilized backbone of company or organizations or institutions. Wherever you go, compulsory you should follow the financial accounting terminology because without finance we cannot do any business activities. So the financial accounting. So this financial accounting is derived from accounting system. This financial accounting is derived from accounting system. So financial accounting is a branch of accounting. So this financial accounting is a branch of accounting. What is finance and what is accounting? So finance means it is a money terminology. We are going to calculate the cash or cash equivalent in this sector. So that's why we call it as a financial. Then accounting. So we are going to prepare the every transactions or day-to-day transactions are in chronological order. We are going to prepare in a particular book. That's why we call it as accounting. So both we are calling financial accounting. This financial accounting is derived from accounting system. So this financial accounting system. So how to know the objectives, then how to know the statement, then where it is used. This kind of accounting. So in this accounting system, we are going to learn the objectives of accounts and statements of accounts and profit and to know the profit of loss and company. So these kind of things we are learning from this topic. So the first one we are going to discuss with the definition of financial accounting. According to AICPA, this full form of abbreviation AICPA, American Institute of Chartered Public Accountancy. So American Institute of Chartered Public Accountancy. This is the full form of AICPA. So according to this established, this is a corporation. Under this corporation, 4,31,000 members are involved in this corporation. What is it? It was established since 1887. So these corporations are established in 1887. Okay. According to this AICPA, so this AICPA is given more definitions of financial accounting. Now we are going to discuss with the one more definition for financial accounting. So this financial accounting is nothing but it's an art of recording and summarizing and classifying and interpreting of business transactions, money or money equivalent transactions. These particular transactions we are going to record in a particular book. So it is called as a financial accounting. In this analysis, so we have definition. The more element here recording, summarizing, classifying, interpreting, so these are the major elements. Now we are talking about financial accounting is art of recording, summarizing, classifying, interpreting of money or money equivalent transactions. These kind of transactions we are going to keep in a particular book. We call it as a financial accounting. What is recording and what is summarizing and what is classifying and what is interpreting? So now the point is in front of us the recording which is we are going to do the business, which is we are preparing the business transaction. First we are going to record in a particular book. So we have different kind of books. So that is what journal and ledger and trial balance book. So each and every transaction in terms of terminology we are going to prepare in a particular financial in a particular book. This is a primary recording. Summarizing. So the summarizing means which transaction is related to which kind of account, nature of account. Summarizing means classification. Which type of this transaction going to debit side, this transaction going to credit side. These kind of things are we are going to call it as a summarizing. We are going to record in a particular book. We call it as a summarizing. Next, classifying. So particular account, the particular money transaction account which is related to particular nature of account. So that's why we call it as a classifying. Classifying means analyzing of business transactions or money equivalent transactions. That's why we call it as a classifying. Next, interpreting. Interpreting means those business transactions are involved in this interpreting. Cost accounting or management accounting and financial accounting. So in this particular account, which is accounting is related to separately. So in this interpreting, we are going to auditing the business transactions on every year. So that's why we call it as interpreting of financial accounting. So these kind of transactions we are recording in a particular book. We are recording in a particular book. Separate book. We call it as a financial accounting. This is the definition of financial accounting. Now the point is of financial accounting. So derived, what are the objectives we are having, what kind of objectives we are having in this financial accounting. So in this financial accounting we are having, first one is record business transaction, recording business transactions, and second one to maintain profit and loss, to know the profit and loss, to know the profit and loss of organization. Next one, to know the financial position of company. Next one, to know the resources of company. So these are the objectives of financial accounting. Then how to record our business transactions. The primary statement, this is the primary object, recording of business transaction. Compulsory must and should we are going to record every business transaction in aspect level. Terminology, accounting terminology, compulsory we are going to record the business transactions everywhere, minute to minute or day to day. So whatever expenses or payments or receipts or anything, we are recording in particular book. That is what we call it as a recording of business transaction. In particular time we have to mention the time and time level and nature of account level we are going to recording in this particular level. Next one, to know the profit and loss. Every business aspect should be prepared. The final aspect is profit and loss. Then how to know the profit and loss? Which is we are going to invest, which is we are going to expense, which is we are spend some amount to the other kind of assets. So that's why on that time we have to prepare something in the middle of the session, the profit and loss. This one, how can we get this one? After end of the business we are getting through balance sheet. Through balance sheet we are getting profit and loss. So these profit and loss is the second method in our terminology, accounting terminology. So in second level, second method, when we are preparing final accounts, this is the second method. On that time we are getting the company profit and loss. So end of the status, how do we know status means? At the end of the time we know the status of company through balance sheet. Okay, next, to know the financial position. So this is completely related to balance sheet, final accounts. Final accounts, when we are preparing final accounts after the end of the business, that is what we call it as a financial year. So financial year means April 1st to March 31st, we are calling it as a fiscal year also. So these to know the financial position of company. So when we know this financial company means end of the business, that is what March 31st, we call it as a fiscal year through balance sheet. In this balance sheet we are having assets and liabilities of company. So in this financial position, so we are having three accounts. That is what trading account, profit and loss account, and second one, and third one is balance sheet. Next one, to know the resources of company, including balance sheet, we know the resources. How do we, how much we are investing of capital amount into the organization, how much we are getting the profit and loss or net profit or class profit or anything. We are know that in this section. Resources means available resources. We are investing assets, or we are earning profits or anything, and at the same time liabilities also involved, the depreciation of assets also involved in this kind of situation. These are the objectives of financial accounting. The next one is the branches of accounting. We are having branches of accounting. Branches of accounting. So we have three kind of accounts. That is what first one, financial accounting, second one cost accounting, and third one management accounting. So these three are branches of accounting system. These three are branches of accounting system. The first one is financial accounting. So let me know that a few seconds back we have already discussed about the financial accounting. In this financial accounting, we keep to maintain the recording, summarizing, classifying, and interpreting of business transactions. It is including same thing. So every business transaction should be maintained, it should be recorded in financial accounting through intellectual properties or intellectual rights. We are going to by law we are going to recording in this financial accounting, interpreting and recording and summarizing and classifying. Next one is cost accounting. So this cost accounting is related to only manufacturing sector. So one product we are going to calculate in this section, which is we are going to manufacturing in the industry. At the time of manufacturing of products, we are going to analyze the unit of cost and product quantity and the manufacturing level. So on that time we are using cost of accounting of product. Total cost, in this cost of accounting, total cost we are calculating, and cost quantity also calculating in this method. This is cost of accounting. Then third one is manufacturing accounting. So this manufacturing accounting is related to only management level for decision taking. Who are involved in management accounting? Or three levels are involved in this management accounting, or top level management, and middle level management, and lower level management. So in this top level management, according to this management accounting, only top level management has to be taken decision making of business entities. Okay, so in this the management accounting, it is useful for minimum losses, maximum profit. According to this formula, then every business aspect has to be followed this minimum loss and maximum profit. So these kind of things, these branches are involved in financial accounting branches. The next one more important topic. Now the topic is accounting cycle. So this accounting cycle in finance sector, in accounting sector, accounting one transaction how to rotate in the organization, not only organization, in the society, which is who are preparing in accounting system, compulsory they should follow this cycle, accounting cycle, because one transaction rotate the many ways. Now in other accounting cycle, first one is business transactions. Second one is journal. Third one lecture. Fifth one trial balance. Fifth one final balance. So this is the accounting cycle of business. So one transaction rotate the many ways. So this is what business transactions after transferring to the journal, after transferring to the ledger, and after transferring to the trial balance and end of the session. This is what end of the business we are going to calculate the each and every transaction. We call it as a financial accounting. Right. Business transaction. Dear students, wherever you go, sometimes we are talking about transactions. No cash transactions. No business transactions. What is the meaning? What is the meaning by that business transactions? So business means we know that business is nothing but the sellers and buyers come together. They are doing the business events, the business activities in a particular place. We call it as a business. So whatever business or cloth business or merchant business or whatever business they are going to do the one particular place, we call it as a business, right? Okay. Now what is transaction? What is transaction means exchanging the goods or money equivalent. That is what goods or goods equivalent. Exchange the money or money equivalent from one place to another place, from one person to another place. It takes place. So that's why we call it as a transaction. Exchanging the cash or cash equivalent from one person to another person, from one group to another group at a time. It is called transactions. So business transaction, which is we are making, which is we are doing in a particular place, which is we are exchanging the money transaction in a particular place, it is called a business transaction. These business transactions keep recording into a particular book, that is what journal book. So these particular transactions, this particular business transaction, we are identifying the which is debit transactions or which is credit transactions. Okay, so now this first one primary, this is the first business transaction. We are identifying the transaction. After identifying the transaction, this particular transaction transferred into the journal book. Journal is the primary book or original book. We call it as some other name, journal book or primary book or original book. So in this journal book, each and every transaction, we are preparing. Each and every transaction is nothing but expense or receipt or expenses or receipts and payments and prepaid expenses and unpaid expenses or whatever transactions are we are recording in journal book. Cash transactions or credit transactions or whatever transactions. So in this journal book, each and every transaction recording. So we are identifying the which transaction is debit or which transaction is goes to credit side. So we are identifying in this particular pro forma, in this particular book. So one transaction, whenever we are transferring to the journal book, in this plan we are identifying the business transaction. What is debit and what is credit. So which transaction is going to debit or which transaction is going to credit. So in this particular pro forma journal book. So what is the pro forma of journal? So this is date, it's a column, and particulars, and left, and debit and credit amount. This is what journal book pro forma. Journal book date, particulars, LF, debit amount, and credit amount. This is the format of journal book. Each and every transaction, chronological order, we are going to chronological order, and with the explanation of business transaction. We are recording, for example, in journal book, we are Ramesh account 200 debit side, again to cash credit side. Both amounts are equal. So this is the format we are going to learn in forward classes. So this is only simple, basic things of journal book right now. Okay. Next, which is identified in this particular pro forma one transaction. That particular transaction is transferred into the ledger book. So this ledger book, we call it as a secondary. This is one primary book or original book. And after transfer the business transaction, after transfer the transaction, which is we are identified in particular place, in particular format, that particular transaction transferred into the ledger. We call it as a ledger is nothing but it's a secondary book. So each transaction should be prepared separately. Each transaction should be prepared separately. That's why we call it as a ledger. That's why we call it as a secondary book. So each transaction means we are preparing separately, means each and every transaction. Ramesh account separately prepared and cash account separately prepared and another account which is we are mentioned in the journal book. These particular journal book we are prepared the separate accounting particular format. So that is particular format. the format of ledger. Date, particular, LF, amount. This is one side. We call it as a debit. Okay. Next, date, particular, LF, and amount. This is what, let's say, is a credit. So one side and two sides. So we call it as a left side, debit side, and right side is a credit side. So both accounts. So each and every transaction we are going to prepare with this particular, we call it as a ledger. Okay. Next, whenever we are preparing a ledger transaction or business transaction particular, these particular transactions transfer into the trial balance format. Trial balance. So trial balance means, what is trial balance? When we are preparing ledger account, the trial balance, the debit balance are equal to the credit balance. The debit balance are equal to the credit balance is known as a trial balance. Trial means time. Both balances are equal. When we are calculating, the balances are they are getting equal amounts. We call it as a trial balance. When the debit balance are equal to credit balance, we call it as a trial balance. For example, take this amount, this ledger column. The ledger format. So now after end of the business session, we are going to calculate the total amount. For example, we are getting 2000 amount here only debit side. For example, getting here only 1800. How much? The both balances are equal? Not equal. On that time, we are using trial balance format. For example, it takes 2000 rupees here we are getting in debit side, and credit side we are getting only 1800. Now do the total amount equal. So how much difference? 200 is a difference. Now we are writing here only two balance brought down. After the balances are same 2000, 2000. This is the trial balance. The trial balance format like that. Particular date, particular left amount. Like this trial balance. When the balances are equal, debit balance are equal to the credit balance. Here debit amount and here credit amount. Debit balance are equal to credit balance. On that time we are calling as a trial balance. Okay, balances are equal. We are calculating both balances. Next, the trial balance. When the trial balance are equal, on that time we are going to calculate the final accounts. So in this final account, we are having three accounts. That is what first one, trading account, and second one, profit and loss account, and third one, balance sheet. Okay. Now the topic is final accounts. Under final accounts, derived three steps. That is what first one, trading account, second one, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Why we use this final accounts? When it is prepared, prepared the final accounts. End of the business. One transaction rotate the many ways after end of the business. Which is transaction? Which transactions are we are making? Which transactions are we are spend some amount on the assets or liabilities? Whatever transactions we are concluding in this final accounts through trading account, direct expenses or indirect expenses, trading account or profit and loss account and balance sheet. So these final accounts we are going to calculate the end of the business. After end of the business, through balance sheet we are analyzing our company strategy. Through analyzing our through balance sheet we are going to evaluate the strategy of business in final accounting sector. This is the accounting cycle. So in this trading account, direct expenses are involved, profit and loss account, indirect expenses involved, and balance sheet assets and liabilities are involved in this section. So this is the final accounts of transactions and each and everything, and this is what accounting cycle. Okay, just write down all of you students. If any doubt, please ask me. Okay, please raise your hand, no problem. If you are having any doubt at a particular time, please ask me, no problem. Okay, next one. The accounting. Now the point is the important topic. This topic is a backbone of financial sector. So whatever according to IRC and according to IAS Indian Accounting Standards or International Accounting IAS Indian International Accounting Standards. So we have different modules. We have 36 modules. We have an accounting system. So then our business accounting system or financial accounting system. So must we learn something? Must we learn compulsory? We learn whenever we are preparing accounting transaction. Compulsory we need to know that this kind of accounts. Right now we call it as a golden rules or types of accounts or classification of accounts. Three names are same: Okay, classification of accounts. Okay, classification of accounts or types of account or golden rules we call it as the same. Three things are same. So classification of accounts: personal account, impersonal account. Now the personal account derived in three ways: natural account, artificial account, representative. Next one, impersonal account, there are two types: real account, nominal account. Real account again there are two types: tangible, intangible account. Okay, now the point is classification of accounts or types of account. So we have derived two types of accounts: personal account and impersonal account. So personal accounting is related to only person, so which is related to individually, we call it as a personal. So personal account means, for example, take Rahul account, Ramesh account, or Raviteja account. Like this kind of accounts are related, which is related to personally. Which account is related to person, we call it as a personal account. So personal account are derived, classified three ways: that is what natural and artificial and representative account. So natural account, the person, these accounts are interrelated to personal account, natural account and artificial account and representative account. Now go to the point, natural account. So natural account, in this section, the person which is makes expenses or receipts or payments or anything, it is made by the person. That's why we call it as a natural account. So natural account means which is created by person. Natural account means it's created by government. So which is making some expenses into the society, into the company. We call it as a natural account. Outstanding expenses or prepaid expenses are like that. Next one, artificial account. Artificial account means human being related, which is created by person. Artificial account means which is created by person. It is called as a artificial accounting, which is created by law, by the person. It is called artificial account. For example, take our college, our bank, our college St. Peters and Mallaradi College, and like that SBI Bank and Canara Bank. This is for the created by persons. So it is artificial, right? Next, representative personal account. Representative personal account is nothing but whom payable or whom receivable a particular time. Whom payable and whom receivable a particular time. Representative to one person to another person. We call it as a representative account. That's why, for example, outstanding expenses or prepaid expenses. Outstanding means we cannot pay the money certain time. We call it as outstanding expenses. Prepaid expenses means we are already paid in advance. It is related to one person to another person. So that is what representative. A person representative to B person representative to A. So that is what representative account. The next one, now the basic rule here only in this department, personal account. We have some basic rules. Debit and credit. Somewhere, some other talking about what is debit, what is credit means. Debit means receiver or credit means giver. The actual definition of debit and credit. So we don't know. Some people are saying receiver is giver. That is not right. That is only related to only individual department. Right now I am telling. So debit means, anybody know the debit and actual definition? Please. Okay, done. And telling debit and Credit. So debit means debit is nothing but without money we receiving the benefit. Without money we receiving the benefit from other person or other side. Other person or other side. So it's liable to pay in future. Call it as a debit. Okay. Next, credit. So which is without money giving to the benefit to others or other person, but it liable to pay in future. So that is what credit. That is the actual definition of debit and credit. So tomorrow we will discuss in the continued class. Tomorrow we will discuss the continued class. Thank you very much. If any doubt, please ask me. Okay. Thank you and thank you to all.